Let me introduce you to David Newman. I'm showing you his LinkedIn profile. One thing is I can read this whole like a profile. You don't want me to do it. Why not you go ahead and find him on LinkedIn and add him as a connection so that way you can start learning just like I started learning from him. Welcome to our show.
Here, thank you again for inviting me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. How do you really answer? I know you have a 17 answer to this question. How much do you charge?
The 3 answers that you don't want to give. You don't want to give some random answer. For example, a lot of people, a lot of salespeople and marketing people and a lot of entrepreneurs, they say, well, on average, it costs X. And the average, no one cares about the average. They say, hey, how much is this going to cost for me, for my situation, for what I want to fix, for what I want to solve, for what I want to buy? So don't quote some random number. Don't quote a range. Don't quote the average. Don't quote any of that. Number 2 is don't act surprised or don't be caught off guard by that question. Expect the question to come at the wrong time. Expect the question to come too early. Expect the question to come at an awkward moment during that conversation, and then be prepared for it. And then the third thing not to do is don't get defensive. Don't start to defend your price or say, well, it's $17,000, but that's because, or it's $5,000, but I can work with you, which means you've got no pricing integrity, and that you're willing to negotiate down to 0, and then that gets the prospect thinking, how low can we go? So just don't do those 3 things. Reframe the question as a positive, and then we'll go through all the specific answers that some of them are funny, and some of them are very relevant, and some of them get the prospect focused back on where they should be focused, which is on solving their problem. Until I have a better idea of what you want, or whether or not we can even help you, right? Until I have a better idea of what you want, or whether this even is a good idea for you, any number I give you is going to be high. Any number I give you is going to be high. That's the key nugget of that one. Would it be okay if we spend a few minutes discussing why you called? Then, if we can help, right, if we can help, I'll get you the pricing options that you need. And if we can't, I'll refer you to some other great resources that do the things that we don't. Fair enough? Now again, that's a longer, little bit of a conversational statement, but let's unpack it just very quickly. Until I have a better idea of what you want, and whether or not we can even help. So you bring in the possibility, this might not be right for you. This isn't for everybody, right? This is a very exclusive, high-end, premium product, program, service, solution, whatever it is you're selling, right? So this might not even be for you. And any number I give you is going to seem high. It's going to seem high. It's just, that's the stone cold truth, right? So can we spend a few minutes talking about why you called, and then if we can help, again, that conditional, if we can help, I'll get you some pricing options that you need, because obviously you're asking, so you need some pricing options, right? Right. If we can help, I'll give you the pricing options that we need. If we can't, I'm happy to refer you to some other great resources and some other great companies who do what we don't. Fair enough? And then that fair enough is the call to action question, where there's a, well, yes, that sounds fair, that makes sense, let's do that. So you're setting the upfront agreement of how you'd like the rest of the conversation to roll out. And that really probably encompasses all the principles that we've been talking about in every one of these answers.
So you're still watching this? That really means you like the answer given by David Newman. And that was just one of the answers. You just got it. And there are 16 more answers to that question. You remember the question? How much do you charge? Imagine that having a 17 possible answers to that single question when you get from your prospective buyer or customer or client, whatever you call it. I have recorded a 1-hour interview one-to-one with him, and I want to give you all. What you have to do is take your cell phone out. Here's how my cell phone look like. It's an old iPhone, and you don't have to have an iPhone. You can be Android phone or even an old-fashioned simple phone which can send text, and which I'm aware of worldwide. Everybody can send a text from the cell phones. What you have to do is take that cell phone out and send a text message to this number. You see there's a number called 404-418-6019. Again, 404-418-6019. When you send a message, in a message put a word charge, CHARGE. You see it here. No, I'm showing you everything. In case for some reason where I'm pointing my finger that you don't see it, let me show you the old-fashioned way. You see this? Text charge to 404-418-6019. If you are texting from outside of US or Canada, you may have to do a +1 on the front, or maybe 011, whatever is your country, from your country how you make a call to US. You are not calling, you are going to text it. +1 404-418-6019. When you are texting to this number, the word charge, you are giving me a permission to call you or text you, myself, my team, or my system. Thank you so much. I look forward to connecting with you soon.